Hi, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing today? Oh, thank you so much for the head pat. Hi, happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride, happy gay, happy trans. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. I'm in the pits of hell. Well, it's been a bit since we've done a stream of this, so this should be fun. You're gonna be going to the local Pride for birthday celebration? Oh, hell yeah. Spent the day writing Yuri? Double hell yeah. Right, we found our way back to Centipede. That's where this has taken us, which isn't helpful. Let's see, where do we have to go in order to reach Bed of Chaos? Therein lies the question. Merry gender, everyone. And to all a gender year. Let's see. Oof. Let's see, can I wear this at least? Nope. Alright, we're taking the shirt off. Meeting up with Lilac for Hot Pot. I'm kinda jealous. I've done Hot Pot exactly one time, and it was the best. Highly recommend. Dink my order, I captain. I'm super excited for a Rav smooch. I don't even know where that boy is. And I'm gonna be honest, I made a poor decision and I was doing my nails before stream, so my nail polish is still wet. But I'll grab the boy, very carefully. I'll grab the boy. Oh, actually, I did just realize one thing. Here we go. I've got the lesbian nails right now. Alright, I'll be right back with the boy. Ah. Son, boy, boy, son. Son, boy. Mr. Small, are you under the bed? Alright, I'm using a special tool for boy summoning. The tool is called Laser Pointer. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's got the moves. I don't know if you can hear him scrambling, but he is scrambling. Alright. Now, while he's here. I grip him. And I bring him over. Haha. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry for teasing you. Here, do you want to go on yourself? Yeah. Here, I'll open the window for you. He's in his baby shelf now. Looking out at the world. Oh, all the Ravimotes are wonderful. It's very true. Alright, gamers. If you did it during a boss fight, I would simply wait until the boss was done. It's not a drop everything and die for the sake of smooch button. Toasty. Where the hell am I going? I really, truly have no idea. I'm just kind of delving. I'm going tree. Let's see. In the city with the goobers? That's maybe not as helpful as you were hoping. Like with the weird symmetrical guys? Like that city? Do I have to backtrack now? You know, the goobers, the freaks. Yeah, the weird symmetrical guys. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta backtrack then. Someone should have told me I didn't need to come here. Nah, actually, it's fine. We explore. We wander. Poor little guy. Why would you kill the little guy like that? God, I love being surrounded by giant asses. It really does fascinate. Like, they have other assets they could have reused. They had other choices they could have made, but they didn't. They just copy-pasted a bunch of asses. There are other demons. They could have put a few of the front halves here, even. That's an option too. But no. Asses. As far as the eye can see, just asses. Yeah, they're not even demons. Well, why have we just filled the place with ass? Okay, can I get on this? Yes. Amazing. Amaze. So, on today's episode of Faye talks about random bullshit while playing video games. Do y'all want to talk about ReZero? Because I've been rewatching that show with a couple groups of friends recently because it's been ages since I've played it. And there's so much to dig into, genuinely. There really, really is. ReZero is an anime that follows the character... Beg your pardon? It follows the character Natsuki Subaru, who has been reborn in another world, okay? It's an isekai. The thing that's kind of... You've been thinking about watching it, but I'm worried it's just isekai. It is definitely not just isekai. It is, in my eyes, kind of the show that Mushoku Tensei pretends to be. Right? Because people talk about Mushoku Tensei, and they're like, yeah, our main character starts as a piece of shit, but he gets better. But he doesn't, actually. He doesn't get better. He doesn't improve. Mushoku Tensei is not good. Don't watch that one. But Re:Zero very much is a show about someone who starts out with a very specific mindset that is very unhealthy and has to grow and improve as a person and change. And is also transgender. Ow. Shit. Yeah. So essentially, Natsuki Subaru is very much trans. I don't know, I haven't watched the most recent season of the anime, but I do know for a fact that the light novel goes there, eventually. Subaru is such an egg. Such an egg. All I've seen of Re:Zero online is the main character getting traumatized and girls getting fan serviced. There's some fan service, yeah, that's kind of par for the course for a lot of shows. MC getting traumatized, yeah, that's a thing that happens. So I'm gonna explain a little bit of kind of the idea behind Re:Zero, right? It is a genre-aware isekai, right? So our main character is familiar with isekai fiction. And one day, when he is walking from the convenience store, he blinks and is suddenly in another world. And as soon as that happens, he makes a lot of assumptions. That he's been summoned to fulfill some quest, that he has a purpose, that he's special, that he's important, that he will have some kind of grand power reveal itself. In life prior to the isekai, Subaru was a shut-in who did not socialize, did not talk to people, did not really get out much at all, and who had very skewed ideas of what manhood and masculinity looks like. Subaru is someone who tries very hard to perform masculinity, especially early on. And that's a problem. Excuse me, bestie. But what Subaru very quickly finds out is they're not special at all. Subaru handily gets their ass beaten by most of the things that try to hurt them. And at the end of the day, is just a person. Yes, we're talking about Re:Zero. Subaru is just a person who, yeah, gets his ass beat, like, a lot. And a huge part of the story comes with, early on, Subaru trying to fulfill the isekai fantasy. There are things that he expects, things that he wants to have handed to him. You know, I've been brought to another world, so there should be a cute girl who summoned me here and falls in love with me. I've been brought to another world. Oh. So I must be powerful and important and special. I've been brought to another world, and that means that I don't have to change as a person. I am special, I am important, I was brought here for a reason, I'm perfect. This is supposed to be my power fantasy. And all of that falls through. And in the end, Jesus Christ, what are all you doing down there? What are you all doing down there? You can't be expecting me to go down there, game. I think it might want me to go down there, but I don't really want to enter the blender pit. I can go onto these branches here. Okay. Which means I could get out. Good to know. Or I can go down this way. Onion Bro is supposed to be here, and how much health he has by the end determines his fate. Okay. Where is he? I have to save him. I have to make sure this works out. Where's my onion? Oh, wonderful. Hi, everyone. Happy to be here in the blender pit. Come on, everyone. Come one, come all. Oh, yeah, they're really not good at it. Alright. Come on, you two. Come on, come on. Come on. Down you get. Down you get. What an odd place. In any event, the one thing that Subaru ends up having special about him that's unique is one of the things that is so incredibly often used for stories of self-improvement, and that is a time loop. Periodically, outside of Subaru's control, he will checkpoint. He does not get to decide when the checkpoint happens. He does not know when the checkpoint is until he loops. The loop is triggered by him dying. Anytime Natsuki Subaru dies, he wakes up at wherever the last checkpoint was. So he dies a lot. A lot. In some honestly pretty violent and awful ways. And watches a lot of people die a lot in pretty awful and violent ways. Okay, so was the only point of coming down here if you had onion stuff to do, or... he calls this ability Return by Death. There is a reason for it. I'm going to be talking about some semi-spoilery stuff as I discuss this. In the end, it turns out that Return by Death is caused by a witch that has become obsessed with Subaru, known as the Witch of Envy. This witch is an obscenely powerful thing that nearly ended the world ages ago. And for reasons I won't get into right now, Subaru accidentally swore an oath to the Witch of Envy. And the witch was like, "Oh wow, everyone hates me, but you said you really like me? You said you really like, you do? You do? Okay, great. So you're never allowed to die ever under any circumstances. Anytime you do, you'll come back, okay? Because I like you a lot. And also, I would also just like to inform you that you can't tell anyone about this. If you ever try to tell someone that you can come back from the dead in a time loop, I will straight up kill them. They will die instantaneously if I do if you do that." Right, back at this fucking bridge. Okay. Titanite Demon, where the hell are we going? Where are we going, Titanite Demon? And so what ends up happening is Subaru ends up kind of entangled in this sort of relationship with a half-elf named Amelia, who is potentially in line to take the throne of this kingdom, and ends up in all kinds of horrible situations because of that. Because the cult that worships the Witch of Envy is also obsessed with this half-elf girl that Subaru's in love with. Hi! Who are you? Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna go through that fog wall in just a bit. I wanna see what's going on over here. Ooh, new pyromancy. We do have an ad break coming up pretty soon, so I might not go through the fog wall quite yet. I should probably also consider where the nearest bonfire to this is, right? If this is the boss fog, then I might want to try and checkpoint myself. I think there was one pretty near to that Titanite Demon, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's pop over there real quick. I'll recover all the healing items. And head through that fog wall. That'll be great. It seems like a pretty rough run back, yeah. Hey, Titanite Demon. How's it going? How's the wife? Alright, I'll see you around. Just going on a little jog. And by a little jog, I mean a very long jog. Right, these bugs. The bugs. Hey, Solaire. Good to see you, bud. So I'm gonna wait until the ad break happens before I keep yapping, because I want everyone to be able to participate in this. Because I think, to me, ReZero is in a lot of ways about self-improvement and about kind of breaking past certain ideas of masculinity and what that means. That is the one with Felix, yes. But I think it's about breaking down ideas of masculinity and this idea of being owed things, especially being owed things from women, for basically nothing, right? It's really good. I think Subaru as a character sort of holds up a mirror to a specific type of, like, otaku, right? And says that if you want good things, there are some things that you might have to change, right? It's saying that you're not owed women, you're not owed any of this, and that if you want it, you have to improve yourself. And you can't be doing that improvement for the sake of just getting women, right? Or the sake of just getting what you think you're already owed. That stuff just comes naturally after. Jesus. Jesus. I have been eaten alive by a worm. Is Subaru confirmed to be trans, strongly implied, or headcanoned? Subaru, later on in the series, is someone who... You think it's like Shinji? Does Shinji ever canonically cross-dress? Does Shinji already have a femme name chosen on lock? Does Shinji voice train? Subaru does all those things. Subaru does all those things. Subaru is very, very eager to cross-dress when given the chance. Subaru is someone who, when dressed like that, after discovering that, you know, their voice is not as femme as they would like, and needing magic to make it sound more feminine, gets frustrated by that, and later on does it again after having voice trained to be able to just do that theirself. Like, Subaru, canonically, is pretty bad at a lot of housework, but is very adept with a needle, is very capable when it comes to sewing, and that is strongly implied to be because Subaru, while on Earth, engaged in regular crossplay cosplay. So I think we're a bit of a step past Shinji here. There is an entire arc later in the series that Subaru spends under the name Natsumi Schwartz, dressed en femme and behaving as Natsumi. Like, I don't think the anime has like reached that point yet, but the light novel seems pretty hard to deny in my eyes. And this is why I think the super performative masculinity that we see from Subaru at the start is this desperate attempt to affirm manhood, right? It's a toxic egg behavior. That's how I have always read it. Subaru says, this is what a man is supposed to be, so this is what I will try to be. Oh, can I actually... Thank you. I have not yet watched Cosmic Princess Kaguya, but it is on my list. And so I think if you watch ReZero through that lens of Subaru being an egg from the start, there's a lot to dig into. And again, I'm gonna get a little bit into spoilers right now, but with the group that I was watching it with last night, we got to the episode titled Self-Proclaimed Knight Natsuki Subaru. And I think that is the sort of pivotal moment where Subaru's character development really, really begins. Right? Because... Ow! Fuck. No. What happens in Self-Proclaimed Knight Natsuki Subaru is that by this point in the series, Subaru has done a few loops, right? Subaru has been placed in these life or death circumstances several times, and has died many times, and has died for Emilia, the half-elf girl, has died trying to protect Rem, who is a maid in the manor that Subaru works in. Subaru is a butler in this world. That's the profession he ends up taking, is that of a butler. And the really painful thing is that the other characters around Subaru do not remember the loops, right? They don't know that Subaru has died for them even once, let alone the fact that he's died so many times for them, and that he genuinely does know them better than they think he should, or than they know him, right? And so he's got all of these messy feelings. But at the end of the last major arc, he pushed himself really hard. The loop that was successful, that he won in, was one where he got aggressively mauled by these horrible magical wolves with cursed bites, where he fully expended the incredibly limited magic that he had, and did all of this shit, right? And so when Emilia is going to the capital for a fancy meeting with a bunch of the other people who have the potential to become the new royalty, see. I have to get to those, right? I think. Wahoo! I'm not Rav smooching right now. Thank you for the cozy one. But what ends up happening in this particular episode is that Amelia's come to the capital for a very big, very important meeting with a lot of very fancy and important people. Ow. Ow. Alright, I'll go get the boy. You've already gone back up to bed. Why? Not as far as I'm aware. Hi, first-time chatter. Not as far as I'm aware. Subaru and Amelia are about the same age. Well, I think Amelia's older because half-elf, but you know what I mean. Anyways. Yeah, it is, genuinely. So Amelia has this big important meeting, and she's brought Subaru with her. Not because Subaru is important or helpful for the meeting, but because in Subaru's current condition, he needs medical care. I have no idea where you're getting those numbers from. I couldn't see that, personally. What? Hello, everyone. Hello, Greechers. In any case, Amelia has this important meeting, and she's brought Subaru with her to the capital. So that she can go to this meeting, and Subaru can receive medical care, right? And Subaru wants to go with her. Subaru wants to come with. Fucking what was that? Subaru wants to come with her, but she says no. She tells Subaru that the thing she wants most from them right now is to stay and rest. That is what she asks Subaru to do. To stay behind, to rest, to recover, and to not use magic no matter what. Okay? And I do believe that both Subaru and Amelia are like high schoolish age. That does track. If I remember correctly, Subaru is a high school student, or supposed to be a high school student, but hasn't been going to school because of otaku stuff and because of depression, mostly depression. But okay, even if there's a 4-year disparity, she is a half-elf. And she did make a comment on that. Fairly early on. She is older than she looks, from a human perspective. She looks about Subaru's age. She acts that way too. Can we move on from this side of the discussion? I want to talk about the actual interesting things. It's so quiet when you're sliding down this. Hello again, Bed of Chaos. You're fine, I just don't really want to get into the weeds about that right now, you know? Fireballs. Don't like that. Ah, Jesus. She tells Subaru that she wants him to stay behind and rest and recover and not use magic and to just heal. And this is also because she knows very well the kind of person that Subaru is. She knows the way that she is going to be treated as a half-elf. Half-elves are treated very poorly in this world because of their resemblance to the Witch of Envy. And she knows that she can't, unfortunately, trust Subaru not to make a scene there. And so for all of those reasons together, she asks Subaru to stay behind. And what does Subaru do instead? Subaru ends up finding a way to sneak into that meeting by accompanying one of the people who is a rival. We've already talked to Solaire Cheesiest Boy. We've already talked to him. She ends up he ends up going to Motherfucker. Oh, Titanite Demon. With someone who is a rival to Amelia for the throne. No. Okay. Ends up in the meeting. So already, that's the first thing fucked up. Then after that happens, people do start talking shit about Amelia, as Amelia expected to happen. And Subaru immediately starts shouting at everyone. So that's issue 2. Subaru was making a scene exactly as Amelia expected. Oh my... I do not like this very much. I do not like this very much, I have to say. Ah. So Subaru is now making a scene. And this is the first time that Amelia asks Subaru to stop. Subaru does not. When asked who he is, Subaru declares that he is Amelia's knight. In a room surrounded by actual knights. And when questioned on that, and told to back down again, Subaru insults the knight's titles. And whether it's true or not, that, you know, they're only special because they were born into it and all that nonsense, whether that's true or not, in this circumstance, Subaru is now causing even more problems. And Amelia, once again, asks Subaru to stop. Subaru gets up in the face of another knight, who was genuinely pretty kind to Amelia. And who, you know, had the audacity to kiss her hand. Subaru, envious about that, is furious and starts yelling in this knight's face now. And the knight, Julius, says to him that he won't respect any supposed knight who causes the one he supposedly serves and protects to make that kind of expression. We see how upset Amelia is. And eventually Subaru is forcibly removed from the room. Until later, Julius approaches him and talks to him and tells him that he wants to duel Subaru for the insults to the knight's honor and for the insult to what it means to be a knight. And Subaru accepts. And in the duel, in a last-ditch effort, uses magic. The last thing that Amelia asked from Subaru was to rest and not use magic. And Subaru once again fails that, as Amelia watches. And when interrogated about it later by Amelia, who is very upset at this point, Subaru says that he did it for her. Whoa. Okay, I'm not safe standing here, good to know. Amelia says to stop pretending that it's for her, when it clearly isn't. Because it really obviously isn't. It's all for Subaru's own ego and need to feel important. eventually Subaru kind of blows up on her a little bit. And talks about how much he's done for her and how so much would have gone wrong if he hadn't been there and how she owes him, on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Rambling and ranting about how much she owes Subaru. And at that moment, Amelia says, "You're right. I do owe you a lot. So I'm going to pay off all my debt at once by getting out of your life. Because you're always doing this when you're around me, and I can't take it anymore." And that right there is, I think, the moment where the deconstructing of Subaru really properly begins. And it gets bad, right? And that's the thing I really, really like about ReZero. Is we get to see Subaru fuck up really, really bad. And you've been with this character the whole time. You understand why Subaru is like that. Why the decisions were made, right? You get a glimpse into Subaru's head, so you know exactly why they're acting this way. But it doesn't justify it. It doesn't make it right. And the point of doing all of that is so that essentially for the rest of the season, we get to watch Subaru be systematically dismantled as a character. Get absolutely read by like a fucking book by everyone around them. And kind of see exactly the nature of this character as he's slowly ripped apart by what just happened and by everything that happens afterwards. Until finally, when at the very, very lowest, that's when we start building Subaru back up. And in the final kind of climactic thing, Subaru, for once, is not making choices to fulfill a fantasy or to get anything, right? No longer doing the things he's doing because he wants to get with Amelia. Because he wants a perfect fantasy. Instead, he starts doing things because it's right. Because he has the ability to make a difference. Hi, Rav. Because he can change things for the better, and he does. And, later seasons dig in even further. We see Subaru start to become kind of numb to the repeated deaths in the loops and starts deciding to use death as a tool. And has to now that Subaru has started, improving and wanting to do good things and wanting to help people, they've then come to this conclusion that the only way they can be helpful is by dying over and over and over again. They conclude, kissing my son, that death is the only thing they can offer to the people they love, and that it doesn't matter if they just keep dying. And so the next kind of major character development is learning again to value their own life and to recognize that the people they've come to care for have also come to care for them, and they don't really know the consequences of the loop. They don't know if there's a limited number. They don't know if it's just jumping timelines. Right? They don't know if it's a matter of actually resetting, or if it's moving on to another timeline and leaving a broken one behind. And so they eventually have to learn that, like, yes, they might have this ability, they might come back if they die, but they shouldn't be depending on it, they shouldn't be expecting it, they shouldn't be accepting it. Every death is a traumatic thing, and we see that. Every single death is a hellish, hellish thing. Smacking my boy, because he liked it. So, yeah, I really, really do think that ReZero as a show is, and as a story, right, is one that is what Mushoku Tensei says it is. Don't watch Mushoku Tensei. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. It is a show about a character who at the start is genuinely kind of a piece of shit, being broken down, and then built back up into someone better. Rav is one of those cats that likes bum smacks. It is true, it is true. He starts to purr so loud when you do it. He's cozied up near the desk now. He's decided he like it there. I do play him like the bongo. I do. I'm glad you understand. Let's see, so I recently got Chaos Fire Whip, right? Which takes 2 slots, so I might have to level my attunement a little bit more. It does seem kind of fun. I'm interested. So, that's my hour-long ReZero ramble. I'm really enjoying rewatching that series. I really, really am. It's an absolute joy. I will drink some water. I will. So where the hell do we go now? I got a Lord Soul in my silly Lord vessel. So should I talk to my serpent again? Hashtag my serpent.
That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was
Well, there is someone sleeping.
Maybe it's time I do something.
I should ask this, where can you watch ReZero? It is available on Crunchyroll, as well as on many, not that I would ever suggest pirating anything, but...
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always.
You could do that.
Provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
Oh, Frampt is sleeping.
Goodbye then. Come back.
Let's go ahead and pop. Couple little souls here. Frampt deserves his nap time. He works hard.
Oh, hello. I'm pleased, as always. Goodbye then.
There we
Come
go.
back if you find anything.
Frampt.
No, I'm fine. Well and wide awake.
Bram, hey
Don't
bud.
treat me like an old withering snake.
Hey, how's it going?
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Let's see. What do I get if I feed him stuff? Do I just get souls? Right, this is how you sell things in this game. I remember.
Farewell.
Let's see. There was a place full of skeletons here, right? But I don't have anything holy, and I think I need that for them to stay down. Mayhaps I should have saved some souls. Okay, I need to go to my smithy. Could do archives. Where are archives? Show me the way to archive. Near the start of Anne Orlando. Okay. Well, I'm gonna, real quick, I think this is the way I want to go. Yeah. Wonder if the ReZero Sin stories will ever be animated? I'd be interested. Am I gonna play through the DLC too? Probably. Don't I need to kill the Hydra in order to unlock the DLC for this game? I think we're pretty close to where the Hydra is, right? Do you think I could take it now?
I'll be seeing you then.
Alright, well let's go see about Hydra, shall we? Have I fought Doggo yet? I have not. I have not met Upi. Alright, you also sold a key, I think, that I don't think I picked up. Bye, Smosel. Why must we fight Upi?
Well, you need anything?
Let's see. Yeah! Give me this. I'll take that as well.
Don't get yourself killed.
I got a fancy crest, which I can do something with, I'm sure. I think wasn't there like a fancy eel thing over here? If I remember right. Gonna get lost into woods? Possibly. It's been a bit since I've come by here, but I'm pretty sure Hydra is down this way. I'm pretty sure. I think I know some things. I'm gonna find a fairy circle for you. I don't know if you want to step into a fairy circle. I mean, I highly recommend it personally, but that's out of, like, kind of selfish motivations, you know? Let's see. If I remember correctly, there was also a shortcut of some kind over here, I think. Yeah, Hydra's down there. This was where Havel was, right? Was there a bonfire around here, or am I going out of my way for no reason? Let's find out. It's not looking good so far. Yeah, it's looking like a no on the bonfire. Which is a shame. Right, that's where Taurus Demon was. Okay. Back down the tower we go. Yeah. Dark Souls is just kinda like that, it would seem. And, not having universal fast travel, and not having fast travel at all at the start, definitely does not make things easier. It's easy, but it's easier around me. It's easier for me. Ow, fuck. Say it's there every time I'm on Just die. Yeah, cool, thanks. Hydra? Hydra! Ow! Can you go for the bite, boss? One head. No. Oh, for... Come on, buds. Come on, buds. Three left. You can't go out into the water, can you? little bit? Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. No. Buddy. No. Buddy. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay. Is that a ring I just got? I assure you that was, not the first try. Now if I save and reload, an enemy will spawn. Okay. First try of today, that's true. Hello? Hello? Hello there? Ah. Mysterious ladder. Yeah, but I haven't seen this ladder before, so I still want to find out what's up here. I know he's in the wall. I just want to see. Exactly, Weebo. You get me. You get me. Where the hell am I? I had never seen this bridge in my life. Actually, where am I? Girls are always jealous of my mysterious ladder. You have a mysterious ladder? Why didn't you... Can I borrow your ladder? Can I climb it? I want to see. I want to see. I need to know what's at the top. God, I do wish I had a mysterious ladder of my own, honestly. Hello there. I'm in the garden. Bushmen are coming for me. Oh no, that's a shame. Happy Pride, Peepanui. Happy Pride. Happy to have you here. My beloved partner and I will probably be going to the local Pride Festival just for some fun later on this month. Lots of things going on this month, I'll have you know. Oh, shit. Lots happening this month. Oh, Dahlia, thank you. Ow, Jesus. Jesus! The sinister shrubs. All must beware the sinister shrubs. That's a good way to spend Pride Month, I'd say. I've talked about it very briefly before, but go into a little bit more detail right now. Oh, interesting. This June, during Pride Month, I'm gonna be doing a charity stream. But possibly several. Starting on June 19th, there is an organization that is going to be hosting an event known as the VTuber Summer Slam. This is an event run by this charity called Gamers Outreach, and their whole deal essentially is to bring video games to hospitals, which is an interesting concept, right? But the idea is to make it so hospitals, especially for kids, aren't as scary of a place. So they have these fancy little go-kart things made out of medically safe materials, because that's one of the many concerns of bringing gaming consoles into a hospital, is that certain materials aren't the safest, and also the words. There are certain accessibility things that just make it kind of difficult for some kids. So, yeah, one of the big things that doing this event will allow is to, let's see, how do I sprint down these again? Some weird-ass button. But yeah, they have their little go-karts. They're also working on a new project where they're making these, they call them checkpoints. And I don't... There are these, basically, sort of like vending machines, except instead of requiring money, you get things from them by hitting certain, like, treatment milestones, and hello there. By hitting, like, treatment milestones, and if you make it through something that's particularly scary or upsetting, they'll give you little points that you can spend at the checkpoint for various treats and toys and prizes. And this is all for the sake of making it so that hospitals feel a little safer for kids and a little less scary, which I like a lot. I think that's cool. If I get hit once, I'm dead. Okay. Well, shouldn't be too bad to get back to this guy. And so they're hosting an event called VTuber. It's gonna be a little walk, everyone. We're gonna have a little bit of a walk. So, it's called the VTuber Summer Slam. It starts on the 19th of this month. I'm gonna rest here first. And essentially what it is it's kind of a competition between 3 teams of VTubers who will all be competing to raise the most money for the charity. I'm gonna be on Team Sandy. It's led by Nebanotsky and Angora of the V Prisma group of VTubers. I love V Prisma, by the way. All the folks over there are great. Genuinely, Neba is a good friend of mine. And we have work to do, okay? We're the underdogs here. In previous Summer Slams, it's always been Team Sunny that wins. Team Sunny keeps taking it. We have to change that. We have to change that, okay? Like, it's so goddamn important. V Prisma as a group is essentially it's a group of various queer VTubers who all work together. They're all really cool people, and they're not like an agency of any kind or anything like that. They're just a group that works together and specifically tries to organize to do collabs and to do charity stuff together. V Prisma collectively has managed to raise over $50,000 for charity, if I remember correctly. And in the Summer Slam last year, our team raised, I say our team, I wasn't a part of it last year, but our team in just the Summer Slam raised about $5,000 for Gamers Outreach, which is really cool. Yeah. What do we need to beat? We need to beat all the other teams. So whatever total they end up getting, we gotta beat that, right? I've been thinking, right? I've been thinking about where to set the goals on my stream specifically. Who all will be on my team? A shit ton of people. So all the folks from V Prisma are going to be on my team. Stumblin' is obviously going to be on the same team as me. We're all on the same team together. We're all going to be working together. I believe Speedy Pineapple is also on there. It's a pretty big team. What's the average total they get? Fuck if I know. I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head. I haven't really looked at the averages that all teams get in previous years. But I've been thinking about what I want to set as our goal for us specifically as a community, okay? Because I participated in a meeting last night. There we go. Well, hey, it's all going to charity. That's what really matters, right? I mean, it would be cool if our team won. It would be cool. But I've been thinking, like, what kind of goals to set for us specifically as a channel. I went to a meeting last night where we kind of discussed the whole event, and I was assisted in how to set up a Tiltify, which is what I might end up actually... This will just be useful in the future. You can set up personal campaigns on there for various things. So the Chibi mode Fae might also end up being done via Tiltify later. But that's so not important right now. What matters right now is the charity work we're going to be doing. And so I've been thinking, goal-wise, do we think that we, this community here, from like my channel specifically, do you think we could hit 500? Do you think we could do that? $500 from just us? Because I've looked at, you know, the analytics of donations to the channel that have been done before, and like subscriptions and all that stuff. Monetary, like, if y'all show up like you've done just for me, then I think it's totally possible. And I think I would much rather have you spend money on this charity than on me, right? I do appreciate, you know, the subs and the bits and everything, but like, I think that 500 is a bit of a stretch compared to some of the things we've done before, right? Compared to how much money you've all thrown at me before, but I think it's achievable. Yeah, prioritize yourself first. To be clear, make sure you are taken care of first. We're talking about some upcoming charity streams that'll be starting on the 19th for an organization called Gamers Outreach. I will be participating in their VTuber SummerSlam event, where 3 teams of VTubers will be competing against each other in order to try and, you know, rack up the most donations. So yeah, I'll probably be making some posts about it online for various on various platforms in the near future, and I'm super excited, right? Ever since I started my channel and it started getting kind of big, right? Like I'm not famous. I make just about enough for me to get by, right? But ever since my channel really started to kick off and I started to build an audience... Huh? Hi? But one of the things that I've wanted to do is find some way to use the platform that I found myself to make a positive impact on the world. And I think doing charity streams like this is a way to do that. So expect more after the SummerSlam. This is not the end. This is the beginning of, you know, hopefully using this platform and this community that we've all built together to do good things in the world. I think that's cool as hell. So I think after discussing this with you, I am going to set the goal to 500. We're going to do probably a few streams over the course of the event that are oriented towards the event. I think we can hit it. I think we can do it. We might have to tone down on the spiciness during those charity streams. Gamers Outreach. They're okay with you swearing, but they won't share any content you make where you swear. And as far as like anything spicy like that, they would prefer that it doesn't happen. They're a charity for kids mostly. It's for you're trying to support kids. So it's okay if there's the occasional innuendo during those charity streams. It's okay if we swear a little bit, but like we are gonna have to pull it back. We're not doing a Smash or Pass charity stream. We definitely will not be doing that.
So, 'tis thou
But I'm super looking forward to doing this. I'm really excited.
I am Dusk of Ulasil.
Hi,
I come
Dusk.
from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here.
Super nice to meet you.
So, before I disappear, allow me to
We don't
ask
have to
one
rein it
thing.
in yet, alright? The events, they don't happen until the 19th, so like, everyone, we just gotta get it out of our systems. We just gotta, all of us collectively, we gotta get it out of our
Would this
system.
be of assistance to thee? My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words.
Just expel all of your horny right now.
My signature.
I need you all to be super horny for me right now so we can be chill later.
It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Thank you. Okay. It was nice to meet you, Dusk. Do we just bone out now? You're horning it? Hell yeah, Stars. You're doing it. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate that I can be goofy around here. I love being silly goofy. Alright. So, that's a little side quest taken care of. Now, let's go deep into the woods and see about using the crest that I got. I think I can use it out here, right? Very small vampire. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Lara Croft's good girl. Thank you for becoming a fairy. Welcome, welcome. I'm always happy to have you here. You're wonderful. Father, forgive me, I have... Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. Ow, fuck. You know what? Since we're not going to be doing the Smasher Pass for the normal enemies in the actual Smasher Pass stream, Smasher Pass, tree men. Smasher Pass, these tree guys. What do we think? I'm saying smash. I'm saying smash, personally. Too prickly? Splinters, pass, 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 pass. See, maybe this is just my being fucked up. I see the arm whips. You know, the way they whip you with their arms. And I think, please to me. Please do that. Please do to me. Please yes. Please yes to me. Are you being unduly influenced by HDG? No. I'm just into that. I simply like pain. This is Again, I'm getting it out of my system right now, too. I like pain. I find joy and pleasure in having someone beat the shit out of me. Like, obviously, I have to be... There are lines and limits, and I have to be into it. Hi, hello, hi, what, huh? Yeah, I mean, it definitely is not for everyone. But it is so definitely for me. You see, here's the trick, okay? Here's the trick to doing this type of pain thing right. Is to be incredibly communicative. Oh, this is where, okay, this is where that shortcut was. I see. So, in my experience, the best experiences that I have had with it are ones where myself and the Dom in the scenario are being very communicative the whole way through and taking things very, very slow, at least at first. Okay? What you do is you start very gentle, right? And you work your way up. And it's the responsibility of the Masso in the scenario to tell their partner when they have reached their limit, right? It's your responsibility to say, this is the edge. Don't go any harder than this. Yeah, it's key in any kind of relationship, but especially so in this type of space. I'll have a little sippy. And so with that in mind, you can still engage with this stuff, even if you have a pretty low tolerance, right? As long as you've communicated that, and you're starting slow and working your way. It's the best way to do it. It's good stuff. This is educational, I think. Genuinely, I do. I hope Twitch agrees. I just had a spippy. Oh my god. Oh my god, who is she? Where'd I leave my souls? Somewhere off this way, I think. Yeah, there they are. You hit really hard. Onwards. Right. Archer. Okay. We continue. Ropes are goated. Yeah. 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 I'll be honest, and maybe this is TMI. Maybe this is TMI. I'm not gonna go super into specifics because Twitch. But like my first time, genuinely, the way I lost my virginity was a lesbian threesome that lasted for several hours. Most of which, honestly, was just me in several restraints being beat up. Like, there was more to it, and everyone was aware that it was my first time, and so... and so, like, everyone was super, super patient and attentive and careful. But, like... No, genuinely, it was, like... The first hour was pretty normal stuff. And then... after that was a mix of normal stuff and just getting beat the fuck. I came home and I was so bruised and I had to go to work the next day. I looked like such a fucking mess. So worth it. So goddamn worth it. Listen, I'm just saying, if you get the opportunity for trans lesbian threesome, shouldn't turn it down. Should not turn it down. It's good times. Where the hell am I? Mushroom men. I'm just going through the woods. Just wandering through the forest. Do not fight the shrooms. Why do you get to boss me around, huh? That's super fair, Resharkable, right? Like... It took me a long time before I felt comfortable pursuing any kind of romance and any kind of intimacy. And I do consider sexual intimacy and romantic intimacy to be different. But there was a long time where I felt deeply uncomfortable and unsure about both of them. And for some people, that might end up, you know, coming to the conclusion that you're not interested at all. It might come to the... You might come to the conclusion that dysphoria might be in the way. It was for me. That's a big part of it for me. There are all sorts of feelings and conclusions one can draw, and it's just a matter of taking your time to think it through. That's exactly what happened with me, Squishy Siren. Personally, I had really serious bottom dysphoria, and so I wasn't interested in any of that physical intimacy until after I had bottom surgery, which took a long-ass time to get. It's all a matter of taking your time and learning about yourself and expressing your limits and learning what those limits are and just generally finding out more about yourself. Um, and yeah. Once I figured it out, and steps were taken, I tell you what, I am a slut. I simply am. That's just who I am, and I think that's beautiful. That's what I personally learned about myself. Inspirational, thank you. Thank you. That's a big part of why I used to really enjoy doing sex work and why I kind of want to do it again someday. Because I enjoyed people looking at me. That was good stuff. Anyways, are we ready to be sad, everyone? I said... I said, sweetie. I oopie. Oh, doggy. Right, I remember learning about that glitch in Sif's AI. Probably supposed to do that fight a little earlier, wasn't I? I'm sorry, Oopie. I'm sorry, bud. Little guy. Okay, so I got a ring out of that, huh? Covenant of Artorias for traversing the abyss. Whatever the fuck that means. That ring is required for 4 kings. Okay, good to know. Dahlia. You gifted 70 total subs, Dahlia. That's ridiculous. That is madness. You are a very good girl, Dahlia. You're a very, very good girl. At the same time, holy fuck. Alright, I'm gonna bone out of here. Welcome, Dahlia. Archives, you say? Archives. It's the next place to visit. Hello again. Also, I have a lot of souls now to think about it. Alright. Let's see what Chaos Firewolf does. Interesting. Alright. So, how get to archives? That is the question. Oh, hey, chests. want to try my new fire whip on you. Is that okay? Oh, it has a very short range. Oh, or are you just immune to it? For some reason. That is a difficult decision, isn't it? Okay, well, if I throw this at you. Yeah, okay, you were just immune. It's quite the shield you have there, knight. Bam. Oh, hey, Smo statue. Look at that. Well. Okay, that's not bad damage from that. Oh. Hi. Mind if I just... I guess you do mind. Okay, bye. Yeah, probably next time we either die or reach a checkpoint, I'm gonna be calling stream there. Let's see where we end up, though. This is pretty. This is nice. Hey, chat. It's you. It's a feral hog. Oh, you are ooh. I don't like bouncing off you. Alright. Fireball! Ow. Bitches love me for my armored hog. You do have to armor your hog. Everyone, make sure that you're staying safe. Armor your hog before sex. It's another goddamn hog. Could we not with this? Oh my, I'm getting hogged. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, Hogbert. Can I not use that bonfire while the hog is trying to kill me? Why can I not use this bonfire? helped me. Bonfire. Alright. I guess I have to lock in. Let's see, what do I have that could be useful for this situation? Divine Blessing. Oh, I don't have a lot that could be useful for this situation. I found the solution. Everyone say thank you, Pillar. Everyone say thank you, Pillar. You know what? I think maybe we fireball and we combustion. Here we go. And that's where we're going to be calling it for today, everyone. That's where we're ending it. This was a really fun stream. This really was. I enjoyed myself today. We made good progress today. Bed of Chaos, Hydra, Sif. Lots of work done. I got to yap about a show I've been watching. Life's good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. So, let's go ahead and raid out, shall we? Let's go ahead and raid out. Who do we want to say hi to? Someone else playing Dark Souls 1? Shall we? Why not? Why not, my lovelies? Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. You can't be doing that after I've already declared the raid. What am I supposed to do? I'll go find him and smooch him. I'll go find him and smooch him after. Alright? I promise you that. He'll get smooched. Alright, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.